Okay, good afternoon, everybody. The question was asked earlier this morning. What happens if you're driving to a wedding and you get a bunch of people to split the spot in the car, and it's a really far drive? You're going downtown, you're going to a city, or just New York, and just driving around the corner could take you 3 hours. So you charge everyone $10 each way, so it's $20 for the ride. That's not what it was? Okay, good.
Is it for the group or 20?
I think it's per person. I think it's per person is what I said. And you have an event, you get 6 other people with you, you load everybody in. At the wedding, you're enjoying it, having a great time. And 2 people were like, we have a midterm tomorrow, we have work tomorrow, we want to leave early. You're like, I'm not leaving early, this is a great wedding. So like, don't worry about it, we'll find a lift with somebody else. And in fact, they take a lift with somebody else. So what do? You go around and you find, okay, who needs a lift? I'm driving anyways, there's tolls, there's gas, whatever the case may be. $10 just to contribute towards the gas. Yeah, no problem. You find one person. The next day, you go to these 2 people who do not take the lift back, and you say, "Listen, you owe me $20." Like, well, I owe you $10. We only took a one-way ride. He goes, "Yeah, but we already agreed in advance." So, what would the halacha be? So, it's very similar to a case in the Gemara in the Talmud, and it's referred to in Siman Sheleg, Shin Lamed Gimel in Choshen Mishpat, where what happens if you renege in a job? So if the job has started, then you've actually entered into a contractual agreement and you are obligated for the entire time period. That being said, if the driver can find someone else, then they would be off the hook. They would not have to pay their spot. Since he was able to find one spot and not the second spot, then probably the 2 of them would have to split the $10, and they each have to pay $5 to compensate the driver from the get-go, since that was the original deal. The case that the Talmud brings is a ship, where a ship is traveling and people unload their cargo halfway. They only want to pay for that first leg of the journey. They have to pay for the entire leg unless they can find somebody else, but they would be able to deduct, because it's a lighter ship, uses less fuel, less gas, whatever. So whatever they save the guy because they disembarked early, that they'll be able to deduct from their shipping fee. But otherwise, also, you have to compensate once the job started. If the job hadn't started yet, then I believe the case would be a little bit different. But in this case, since it's looked upon as one entity, the job started, you obligated yourself to compensate him. He went out, he found someone else, good for him, but he would not be able to charge the full amount and pocket an extra 10. I don't think that would be appropriate in this case. Have a wonderful Wednesday.